I'm gonna go live. Get to talking here in a second. Hold on. Hope everybody enjoying their morning, enjoying their day. It's pretty nice out here today. Supposed to be a, a nice little 80, 81. Mostly sunny. But this is Say What Part 7. Uh, as you see in the hashtag, I got hashtag Detroit and hashtag Black Girls. Uh, I comment on a lot of in general stuff that's going on in the world. Uh, just recently, I did one by Kwame. That's a matter close to hand, and this matter to me is close to hand, man. I was talking to my wife about it this morning. I'm saying? We're getting our son ready for school, man. And I was just telling how many girls, black girls, going missing. And here in Detroit, like every day that I open up some type of news, if it's Crime in the D, shout out to Crime in the D. If it's Detroit Free Press, anything that got to do with Detroit that might come on my timeline on my social media, I see girl missing. And the youngest so far is about 11 or 12. So I say all that to say, man, if we at a crisis proportion. I repeat, we are at a crisis proportion. And what I mean by that is, like, I'm originally from Lansing. Lansing, for the most part, is a pretty cool city. Of late, there's been some drama, kids getting killed basically. There's been a lot of bullshit, but a lot of that contribute to it's nothing to do. When I ride through, when I go get my son, I ride through, I see it ain't nothing for nobody to do. Ain't no activities that kids that age want to do. We don't have no bowling alley. We don't, it's just certain things that we just don't have, and kids is being raised by single moms. Now, I know somebody gonna come across this and be like, oh, there you go, trying to bring down the single moms. But I feel like feminism tricked black women in the 60s going into the 70s. And what I mean by that is you had the civil rights movement. The civil rights movement was a collective. It was the black man, black woman, and the black child, which made the black family. That's what made the civil rights movement powerful, because everybody was involved. It wasn't just black women, it wasn't just black men, and it definitely just wasn't the kids. So they killed all the so-called leaders. And the reason why I say so-called, because we got to get out that mindset of we need a leader. You your own leader. Wherever you at, you your own leader, man. They didn't convince us that we need somebody to lead us. Why do we need somebody to lead us? No, we don't need. We need somebody to bring clarity and conscience to the situation. Like I would say, like a Louis Farrakhan, somebody who is a moral conscience, somebody to make us think, who gonna say the stuff that a lot of these preachers, these so-called politicians ain't gonna say. So we need people like that, but we don't need nobody to lead us. So once they killed off Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, so on and so forth, that's when they had the women's movement, and the women's movement was the white women's movement. But they ain't have enough numbers, so who do they need? They grabbed the black woman and they convinced her on top of, hey, here's some benefits. Hey, if you kick that black man out your house, we'll give you whatever you want. Boom, woman chose the money. We can sit and be mad and all that, yeah. But at the end of the day, unfortunately, we just live in a capitalistic society where it's ruled by money. And 9 times out of 10, anybody will do just about anything for money. And it's going to lead into what I'm saying about these girls going missing. But my personal opinion, and it's just my personal opinion, that single mom syndrome is really hurting the community. That, because like my son's mom said to me and my baby mama, when we got to argue one day, and she was there, and she was like, y'all need to stop. Y'all acting foolish, blah, blah, blah. But then she said the realest. How y'all having problems, but y'all, it's something that y'all saw in each other. Y'all got y'all child. So we, and I say we, black men and black women, we good enough to procreate with, but we ain't good enough to raise our children together. We got to get out of that mindset. We got to get at that mindset, because basically what's happening, in my opinion, is it's more easier to snatch up the little children. These girls are way thicker than they was back then. They got social media. They got a gang of things out here that can easily get them distracted or get them scooped up. And I just think because I had a partner that I used to be cool with. I ain't gonna say Doghead name, but Doghead real good with words. He know how to, hold on, somebody calling. He know how to convince females to do stuff they shouldn't do, from the old to the young. He told me one day some dudes approached him, like some real P's, some real pimps, approached him and said, hey man, we'll pay you if you go get him. Now my homeboy at the time, he a monster in his own right, but he had a moral compass to a certain degree to say nah, because basically he had been the one recruiting them, grabbing them up, gaming them, and handing them off to them pimps. So he didn't do it, but I feel like it's guys out here, that's basically in need of money. They don't want to go get no job. Hold on. No, you good. Got the little collar and everything. All right, but you got, guys out here that's broke, man. The hood, the money ain't flowing in the hood like it used to. You know what I mean? So these niggas really broke. They just really on the corner wasting time, doing petty shit. So it's somebody that's approaching them and saying, hey, you want to make some money? And I feel like they is the ones, who supposed to be protecting the young girls in the community, but they the ones that's getting the young girls snatched up and delivered to these people. Because it's crazy how so many, and all it's saying on the little thing is they left without permission. So that means, because you got to think, girls get to a certain age where it become I ain't gonna say competition thing with their moms, but it's like, okay, I got the same thing you got, mama. She only 12, 13 years old, and thinking that mindset, like, I got what you got, mama. So it become a friction in the house. So all the dude got to do is just wedge his way between the mom and her, and she gonna go with what he talking about, especially if he telling her, especially if she got low self-esteem. That's why you got to get your kids, and especially young girls, in some type of something where they feel good about their self-esteem. If it's sports, it's something they got to get involved with. You dig? So basically, I feel like that's what's going on, because there's too many young black girls going missing, and it's just all I see on the comment things is the praying hands or a safe return. Nobody's angry. Nobody's outraged. That is a problem when you got young girls going missing. You hear me? Missing. Now what they not doing is saying the updated version. Maybe these girls is returning home. Who knows? But at the end of the day, you got little girls, man, 12, 13, 14, going missing, vanished. That's a problem. Because like I told my wife, if I see anything, now intervening, God bless the dead, my uncle. My uncle was trying to be a upstanding man, in the military down south, and he basically intervened in a domestic situation, and my uncle lost his life. So I'm conscious of intervening on certain things, but like I told my wife, I'm at least, have my little water pistol, man, and shit, do something, scare him off or do something. But I'm not gonna let no little girl get snatched up, you know what I'm saying, on my watch. You know what I mean? Nah. And I got boys, but still, man, I ain't about to let no little girl, like, it's somebody that's seeing this shit and not doing nothing. Shout out to the one person who did the light, and shout out to the one person in the room. But it's somebody who's seeing something. And I noticed here in Detroit, because I told my wife, saying, Lansing, we nosy, man. We want to see everything. You know what I mean? Because niggas nosy here, but niggas don't intervene. Like, I'm in the park. I can literally fall out. Nigga ain't gonna do shit. You just gonna be laying here. Now, niggas see a nigga laid out, but don't nobody intervene. Good morning. What's going on? So at the end of the day, niggas be seeing what's going on, but niggas don't do nothing. So at the end of the day, that's what the problem here I see in Detroit. Like, niggas be seeing, like, you got a lot of old people around here. A lot of people be seeing what be going on, but don't nobody intervene because they be afraid of the repercussions. And I get it. You know what I'm saying? Because I feel like that now that I'm here. I got to look at it like, man, do I want to waste? You know what I mean? Like, if I want to go to prison, you know, I want to be valid, you know, behind my family, you know. And I ain't talking about just no, like, somebody said something. Like, my wife in traffic and a nigga, hey, you big head bitch. No, nothing like that. Nothing like that. That shit you can laugh off and blow off. You know what I mean? Because some niggas just ain't worth doing something to. You know what I mean? They crash dummies, man. They gonna crash out anyway. Just a matter of time. And that's just me getting older and understanding that. I ain't understand that 20 years ago. But now that I'm older, I understand, like, man, some of these niggas is self-check. They gonna check they self out, man. You ain't gotta do nothing to them. But if somebody put their hands on my wife or my children, then it is what it is. You know what I mean? I gotta make that decision. And gotta live with that decision that I make. So to get involved in somebody else's crisis, I understand why. You know, Detroit, a big city, it's a wild town, man. I would just tell my wife this morning, some nigga, man, picked up a stick, went into an old man house and broke to the old man house and beat the old man, dog. Like, niggas really off they rock around here. That's why I put in the comment, like, I think it's something in the water and this lead. They put all this lead in these houses in Detroit. Like, Detroit got a lot of issues with lead. My thing is, okay, it's a lot of old towns in Michigan. Why the cities that's heavily populated with black people got water and lead issues? Now, somebody can say, oh, here you go with the conspiracy theory, but think about it, man. It's some towns that's old, man. They don't have them issues to that degree. So I think, man, a lot of these people is messed up in the head. On top of, you got alcohol, you got this manufactured government weed that we don't know what the hell is in it. We do not know what's in that goddamn weed, and they selling it to us with no problem. You can buy it. Come on, man. Y'all niggas ain't thinking. Period. Ain't thinking at all. So I just want to bring attention to that, awareness to that. If anybody come across this video, share it. Share it. Because there's way too many black girls going missing. And we not outraged enough. I'm not originally from here. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying folk ain't outraged, but all I'm seeing is safe return, praying hands. And these are all females. I don't really see too many males. I'm about the only one. When I see it, I make a comment or I put an angry face. Like, oh, that's crazy. Like, niggas should be outraged. Like, yo, we need to find out what the fuck is going on. Because my wife, she got a little cousin. We be at the little family function. She be on her phone. I make jokes with her. She turned 12. I said, what you want, the gram? You know, she laughing. And then my wife was telling me, you know, I tell them, like, man, make sure, you know, they watching. That's how they do. They get them off their social media, man. And get to telling them, hey, you beautiful, you this, you that. You know, they naturally, like, it's conversations that people are uncomfortable with having. But let's just keep it a buck, man. Like, my son 15, man. I'll be a boo-boo the fool. Matter of fact, my baby mama already told me she done caught him doing what boys gonna do. So girls do the same shit. They get tough in the drawers too, if y'all can peep between what I'm trying to say without, getting a strike or getting my stuff, But come on, man. You know your child. She developed. They pushing nothing but sex on them. What you expect? That's all Cardi B, Megan, City Girls, all these hoes talk about is, and they dress provocative. And they talking about like how you got like in the neighborhood, you got a little girl. I call her little Bucky. You know what I'm saying? Little Buck, about 7, 8 years old. How do she know how to? Why is she twerking? Why is the mama, which is a single mama with multiple baby daddies and multiple kids, she ain't too much watching her. She leaving the siblings to watch her. But I'm just looking at them. The older boy, he off the chain. He around there just doing all. I'm like, yo, that single mama shit is that project or plan is not working. It is not working. Now, some things, of course, you just can't work it out, man. I'm in a position like that. My oldest son, it just didn't work out, and that was on both of our fault. That ain't me saying she this and she saying. It takes two, man. It takes two. So that thing didn't work out. But I still fuck with my son. I just told him when I got him last weekend, I don't care if you live on Mars, nigga. I'm gonna come get you. Daddy love you, man. I'm rock with you. I fuck with you. Period. But some things just can't work out. Fast forward, thank God I got into something a little more healthier. See, we get in relationships for the wrong reason. That's why so many baby mamas and baby daddies, we don't get into it for healthy reasons. We get in, oh man, she's strapped. Oh man, she woo woo woo. Chick, oh he got 12. Girl, that's on soft. You know what I'm saying? Or girl, he got money, or girl, he got swag and blah blah. We be getting in it for the wrong reasons. Then we end up having kids with these folk. These folk don't got the same type of mindset, same goals, same nothing. So shit go left and boom, she stuck raising the child. Now I give it to women. They do they thug thistle. I give it to them, man. But it's not meant to be that way. And right now I feel like it's easy to, it's like when you watch a Discovery Channel and you notice every group of animals move in a pack. The lions, elephants, zebras, everybody moves in a pack, man. And if you peep, the ones that end up being solo, even a lion, that's on YouTube, where a lion got saved by lions coming back to help him. But it was some hyenas on that lion's ass. And if it wasn't for 2 or 3 of them coming back to help him, that lion would have been murdered or killed by them hyenas. It was a pack of hyenas on his ass. So I say that to say we can't be out here, man. Like you got niggas, like this another conversation, man. This another thing. Like you got females who got like daughters that's 13, 14, 15, right? You got niggas, shout out to the one person who came into the room. You got niggas who get with that female just to get at that daughter. And you got females who think, oh no, he want me. No, I'm not saying sis, he don't want you. But if you got a 13, 14, 15-year-old developed female in your household, come on, man, you bringing a random nigga through, and just because he loving on you, and he taking out the trash, or he got a little piece of job or something, you not thinking. You not watching your daughter, per se. So you got wolves moving in with the sheep. Because I'm not saying, like me and my wife, we had these debates, man. I'm not saying women ain't weak, man. But one thing women, like my son's mom said to me one day, a woman can be so strong she weak. So all that, I'm a black strong female, I'm strong, they really weak, man. A person gotta admit, that's like me, I'm a grown man. I can admit that I get weak sometimes. I can admit that I done had issues where I did feel afraid. Like I was at our family function, and I was talking to her cousin, I was telling her how I got to these Chicago niggas, and when I went past them, I was like, what's up, and woo, woo, woo. And then I went through the door, and the door didn't shut behind me. I kept it real, I got scared. But my instincts kicked in. I put them groceries right up, grabbed me a little shank, came outside that door, and was ready for whatever is gonna go down. But her cousin like, man, I like that. Yeah, some niggas act like they Superman. Like they ain't afraid of shit. So I love my wife for the simple reason she admit that she can be weak. She admit that she ain't always strong. I don't look at her, oh man, she's some weak ass chick. Do. I look at that as a strength. That's a strength and a quality within her that most women don't have. And that's why I married my wife. I don't want no female to think she's Superman or Superwoman. I can do it. I do it all by myself. I don't need nobody. See, that's all, disrespect. That's how my mama is. You could be so strong, you weak, man. So a lot of fellas know that. So they prey on their weakness. No matter how, you can see the most toughest so-called chick. They not really tough, man. They really weak. It's like here in Detroit. Everybody got a scowl. Everybody got a mean mug. They really want to smile and say good morning. They really want to say hi to you. You know what I'm saying? But it's just a way. It's like being in a jungle. It's like you got to protect yourself because you don't know who gonna do what at when. So I don't know, y'all. I think this like should be something national. Definitely from the grassroots, but man, I got a homegirl to live in Texas, and she was saying something about that. I made a comment about what's going on here in Detroit, and she basically said the same thing is happening in Texas. Because guess what? You got all the females who leaving from these big cities going to Texas. So you got females leaving from Detroit, all through Michigan, all through up north, moving to Texas because that's where they say everybody is at. See, niggas don't move like that. You know what I'm saying? Females do. They'll move for opportunity, but they want to be around niggas. They want to be where it's popping at, where the niggas at. You understand? So as they leave, who they bringing with them? They bringing their kids with them. That's an easy prey. It's like here, man. Like we be so focused and so negative towards each other. Like I peep it. Like I can walk around here and niggas be peeping. Who is that? White man walk right through this bitch. They ain't gonna say shit to him. So that's how the white man can come snatch up kids and like they did in Buffalo, kill the black people in Buffalo. But we so focused on trying to see each other as an enemy, we don't see the real enemy. We don't see it. So that's why I look at brothers like, well, all right, I feel you, brother. As long as you don't touch me, we straight. All that face wrestling, I ain't got past that. Because I understand some niggas just don't get it. Some niggas just ain't gonna never get it. Like Farrakhan say, some black folk just don't need to be in the community. Some need to really be locked up or dead. That's like the Black Panthers. And certain groups in the 60s, man, they took out certain folk, man. If you was an ill to the community, you gotta go. You gotta go. But what we did, we didn't glorify the ill. See, we didn't glorify the negative parts of our community. If you see a nigga sitting in the park reading a book or a female reading a book, that lame ass, bro, lame ass nigga. But if we see a nigga smoking a blunt, pants on his ass, off his ass, oh man, that's a real one. Some chick with 1,000 tracks of weave and four baby daddies. We think that's cool, man. We be really thinking shit, the negative shit is cool. But then you have everybody on social media talking about be positive. Ain't nobody positive around this bitch. We focus on the negativity. And I think we need to focus on our little girls, man. It's too many. And we already know from the I ain't gonna say dog head name, but from the Jeffrey dude. Y'all know who I'm talking about. The Jeffrey dude. You see the Maxwell chick. They gave her 20 ball. She should have got life. But y'all see, if they was doing that, grooming them and getting them ready to send to a whole fucking island, what you think they doing with these black girls, man? It's like my homegirl said, it's organ harvesting. The black women DNA is the original DNA. It's not too far-fetched why they going missing. Then you got these white people, 2,000 years old, getting all these hearts, livers, and transplants. Where they getting all these parts from? And how they get bumped up on the list so quick? The Rockefellers and all these old white folk, man, 4 different hearts. Where they get them hearts from, man? So I don't know, man. Wherever you at, whatever city you at, just pay attention to the news and pay attention to where you see a lot of young black girls or women, black women going missing. And it's not an outrage. But then you got the white folk hitting y'all with the black girl magic, or like I just talked about with the black chick that just became the president of the Las Vegas Raiders. See, they hit y'all with that shit because they know y'all emotional. Black people overall emotional, but they know y'all emotional. Oh yeah, girl, we winning. Just last week, 30 black girls missing. You're not winning. They going missing. Where the hell they going? And who the hell, well, I already know, like I said, my opinion, I just think it's guys here that's broke. Somebody tell them, hey, we give you $1,500 for each person you can snatch up. Niggas don't give a damn, because think about slavery. I just argued with a nigga on social media a couple days ago about that. He, oh man, I don't believe that. Hey, I hear you, brother. But they didn't just come to Africa, dude. The white man just didn't touch down in Africa and just start taking niggas, dog. Because I even gave him a scenario. I said, if you went to you here in Detroit, if you went to Baltimore and you try to take over a block, would you do it by force or would you finesse your way? Ah, finesse. Bingo, nigga. White man do the same shit, nigga. He don't come and just take over shit, nigga. They finesse. So they came and finessed Africa. They just went back and got more. So I feel like it's dudes here, man. Our own black people supposed to be protectors of the community now has become predators. As I walk around this park, it's black women walking. A lot of them got to bring their dog with them. Probably have some mace, a pistol. Why? Because you got niggas that's trying to rape or rob them or kidnap them. A black woman shouldn't feel that way around our own people, dog. A black woman should not feel that, dog. You know what I'm saying? Where they feel like, damn, they gonna do something to me. They gonna try to rape me. They gonna try to rob me. They gonna try to do this to me. So that's my thoughts on it. I went a little over almost 30 minutes. I try to keep it at 10 to 15 or 10 to 12. But man, that's real talk, man. I don't know what's going on, but like I said, if you got this come across this video, share it, man. All right? Peace.